So, the stress diet. Now, just for a moment, imagine turning on the radio and turning it on to classical music or peaceful jazz. Just imagine the frequency that you would be dialed into if you put it on some sort of peaceful music, okay? Now imagine if you turn on a radio station and it's heavy metal, hair band music, or hard rock, right? Neither one is good or bad. It depends what you're looking for, but you can imagine that it is a very different frequency that is coming off of that radio station, right? So when you think about the frequency that is running through your body 24 hours a day, do you have more of the relaxed jazz music playing in the background of your mind and your body and your brain? Or are you constantly on hair band metal mode? Most women come to me and feel frazzled and they're running around, they're reacting to their life. They feel like they are making noise more than they're making music. They are feeling that frequency in their body, in their work. They're feeling it everywhere and they are overwhelmed, they're overstuffed, and they are stressed out. Now, if you are one of those women that you are hustling and busy has become a lifestyle and you always feel like you need a vacation or a break or someone to come save you, chances are you will majorly, as in game-changingly, benefit from the stress diet. So I'm gonna walk you through what that might look like and feel like in just a moment. But imagine if right now your frequency, which is reacting and running around and rah and overwhelm, right? Imagine if you just went on an experiment where all you did was once a day minimum. That's all it takes. Just once a day, you actively change the frequency that you are running at, right? Imagine if every single day you just practiced relaxing. Imagine if every single day you just took things down a notch. Imagine if every single day you got rid of that overflowing part of your bucket and you spilled it out and you made room for more. Imagine who you would be if nothing else, you just slowed down. You became mindful of all the stress and you helped yourself overcome it before it even came on. What if you were proactive instead of reactive about it? Try on this experiment if you know that you need to slow down, that you are frazzled and overflowing and overwhelmed. I invite you to try on the stress diet. So sit back, relax, and I am going to personally walk you through a hands-on, live, interactive experience of what that would look like. All right, go ahead and close your eyes, sit down, relax, and go ahead and just find your breath. So just start breathing, just start relaxing. Sit back, relax your muscles, close your eyes, and just start breathing. So I want you to, every time you breathe in, you're gonna breathe in through your nose and your belly will expand. And every time you breathe out, you'll breathe out through your mouth and your belly will contract. So breathing in, your belly expands, and breathing out, your belly will contract. So go ahead and just breathe for just a moment. Find that breath of yours. Good. And go ahead and just slow it down even further. So you're going to breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4. Breathe it in, your belly will expand. Breathe it out, and your belly will contract. Good. Keep that breath going. And now we're going to slow it down even more. So we're going to turn this into a box style breathing. So you're going to breathe it in for 4 counts. Hold that breath for 4 counts. Breathe it out for 4 counts. And hold that breath for 4 counts. So breathe it in. Hold the breath for 4 counts. Breathe it out. And hold. So just slowing down that breath even more. Good. Keep that box breathing going. Breathing in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. Just go ahead and do one more cycle of that. And now we're just going to bring it back to the breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. Breathe it in for 4 and breathe it out for 4. So just really slowing down that breath. And we're going to add the next layer of relaxation. So every time you breathe in, I want you to picture a cool, crisp blue air. And every time you breathe out, I want you to picture a warm, fiery, red, hot air. So you're breathing in a cool, crisp blue air and breathing out that red, hot, fiery air. Keep that breath going. Good. We're going to add another layer to the relaxation. So picture a pepperminty blue, crisp, cool air every time you breathe in, and breathing out a cinnamony, red, hot, fiery air. So breathing in that cool, crisp, blue, pepperminty air, and breathing out that red, hot, fiery, cinnamony air. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job. Good. So keep that breath going. And I want you to now just take your hands and give your scalp a massage. So scratch your head, give your neck a little scratch or massage. Go ahead and touch your face and all of the cranial nerves that are on your face. So just rub and scratch and tickle and massage your head, your hairline, your neck. Very nerve dense area of your body. Just give that awareness to your head and neck and keep that breath going, sending blood and oxygen to the head, to the face, to the hairline, and just give yourself a nice little massage. Good. So go ahead and just drop your hands down and find that breath again, breathing in that cool, crisp, blue, pepperminty air. Breathing out that red, hot, fiery, cinnamony air. Good. So I want you to come back to your body a little bit. Keep your eyes closed. And we're going to do a little bit of isolated relaxation around your body. So keep that breath going. And I want you to make a fist with your feet. And you're going to squeeze your feet into a fist for 5 seconds. Ready, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Relax, breathe it in, and breathe it out. Good job. Good. Now your glutes or your butt muscles, you're going to squeeze them as hard as you can. Ready, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Release, breathe it in, and breathe it out. Great job. Keep that breath going. Good. Now go ahead and shrug your shoulders up towards your ears as hard as you can. Ready, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Release. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Feel that blood flow to the area that you just contracted and breathe. Good. Now go ahead and squeeze the muscles in your face as tight as you can. Ready, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Relax. Awesome. Almost there. One last final squeeze. We're going to bring you back to the room, back to the present moment. When I tell you to, you're just going to open your mouth and your eyes as wide as you can for 5 seconds. Ready, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Release. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. And come back to the room. Good. And if your eyes aren't open, go ahead and open your eyes. Great job. Now, I just want you to take a little inventory of how you are feeling right now. How is your body feeling? How is your breath? How are you breathing? What's the frequency that you're kind of vibrating at right now? Think about how you were feeling before you started this little mindfulness, relaxation, breathing exercise. And then just kind of gain an awareness of how you feel right now. Okay, and just take that with you and just roll with me for just a moment. Okay, so here's what just happened on a brain level without getting too deep into it. Okay, we just created what I call a sensorygasm, right? But it's really the six senses, because there was no gravity. So your vestibular system and your balance system didn't have to, it was able to relax, right? So what just happened was, we gave you permission, right? You gave yourself permission to just kind of breathe and be there, right? Your eyes were closed, but even imagine being able to do this with your eyes open while driving. You didn't have to have your eyes closed, but we did have your eyes closed. We incorporated sound. I gave you some music in the background, right? The scent and the taste was, even though it wasn't there, you could technically use some essential oils or anything like that, but we were able to create that experience in your nervous system just by I told you to picture the pepperminty smell and taste, right? Or the cinnamony, right? So your nervous system was able to actually experience the benefits of it even without it, right? And then your breath, of course, was a big part of that. Touch, we created the actual giving your scalp and your face a massage, but then also the actual isometric squeezes that we took your body through. And there's more body parts that you could do. We just picked a few, right? And then, of course, no gravity, right? So what happened on that level was, we right away, within the first few breaths, we were able to access the parasympathetic or relaxed branch of your nervous system. And what happens when you're in that relaxed branch, we have dopamine and serotonin and oxytocin and those happy feel-good hormones flowing through, right? But also, what most people don't know is, in order for your metabolism to be efficient, you've got to be in that branch of your nervous system. That is where actually metabolizing and digestion actually takes place, and you're able to extract nutrients. If you're not in the relaxed branch of your nervous system, that doesn't happen. Metabolism actually shuts down. Most people don't know that. But the other side of it is, your nervous system just practiced relaxing. So we get better at what we practice, right? And so your nervous system got better at practicing relaxation. Right? But also, you were in that one frequency when we were done with it. Think about the channel that you were tuned into. It was that relaxed, chilled out frequency, right? Versus what we're normally running around in is, we're in that sympathetic or fight or flight branch of our nervous system. We're running around, our heart rate is high, we're stressed out, we're reacting, right? And when that's happening, we're experiencing, or we have cortisol and adrenaline and epinephrine present in our blood, those stress hormones and the fat storage hormones that you hear about, right? But also, again, most people don't know that when you're in the sympathetic branch of your nervous system, metabolism essentially shuts down. You're not extracting nutrients. You're not able to digest properly. So it might be a case of, you're doing everything right, you're eating all the right things, but your body's not optimally able to digest, right? So you're not able to utilize what you're eating. But on top of that, again, the nervous system gets good at whatever it practices. So you're practicing stress and you're practicing running around reacting. But then, of course, you also now understand on an experiential level that you're in a totally different frequency when you're in that stressed or sympathetic branch of your nervous system, right? So you now get what that feels like on a comparison level, right? So again, you can feed this to yourself anytime. Now, when you're driving down the road, when you're walking your dog at night, before and after you eat, right? Especially then it would benefit you. I call it a sensorygasm or a sensory cocktail, right? But most people don't understand that you don't have to be able to meditate, or you don't have to be great at mindfulness and meditation to just teach your nervous system to relax any time. Okay, so keep that in mind. I've never taken anyone through what I just took you through and they weren't responsive to it. So it's yet to not work on somebody. So again, if you struggle to meditate or to relax, you now know what that feels like, right? All you have to do is really influence any of your sensory system components, we'll call them, right? And give yourself a sensory cocktail, a braingasm, right? So Again, talking about this idea of the frequency that you're kind of reverberating at day in, day out, right? What station are you dialed into? Is it soft, easy jazz, or is it heavy hair metal, hard rock, right? So to speak. Are you making music, or is there just noise always going on in your life in the background of your mind, right? Are you floating around with good vibes or bad vibes, right? Is there positive energy or negative energy floating through your blood, right? How are you breathing? Is it fast and shallow or slow and deep like we just were, right? Is it a frequency that feels heavy or light? Are you feeling happy or sad? Are you feeling stressed or relaxed? And is your frequency contributing to your life and your energy? Or is it depleting you? Hopefully you felt probably like you could have gone to sleep just now, but also a bit refreshed and renewed at the end of it too, right? So how you feel absolutely matters, right? It's not just about the stress diet. It's not just about the stress diet experiment itself. It's about who you're being and how you're feeling while you go about the business of your life every single day. It absolutely matters and makes a difference, right? So what the mini experiment actually looks like is this. All I want you to do is start taking frequency tests throughout your day. Literally just stopping and kind of noticing and becoming mindful of what frequency you're tuned into, right? And then start paying attention to your moment by moment frequency and stress levels. And then simply put yourself on a stress diet. So what that entails is when you notice a stressful frequency, right, or a reactive or a raw or a heavy metal type metaphorical frequency, right, change it. Just like that, just like we did a moment ago. You now have the tools, and I'm actually going to provide you with some audios that are some guided walkthroughs of something similar to what we just did so that you can find different ways to recreate this in your own life, right? But it really is a matter of being mindful of your moment-to-moment, day-to-day frequency and what frequency you're operating at, and then influencing it in a moment. And you really can do that within the first in-breath and out-breath. You would be shocked at how quickly your nervous system changes. That's what's so cool about the nervous system, is that this is such a simple, effective way to just, bam, change your frequency just like that. So that's really it. So again, if this resonates with you, if you know that you need a stress diet in your life, and again, we're talking about just creating a new awareness, being mindful of the stress levels and the frequency that you're in. It's so simple, but if you know that stress is lurking in your life and you know that nothing's changing, I strongly invite you to put yourself on one of these stress diets and just see how you go. So I can't wait to hear how it goes, and I will talk to you soon.